Hey Aquarius, Happy New Year. This is a general tarot reading for Aquarius Sun, Moon and Ascendant or Rising sign. So, did you get to find out this Christmas whether you are naughty or nice? Because I think that sums up you guys, doesn't it? Just a little bit. A little bit naughty and a little bit nice. A little bit sugar and a little bit spice. Well, what we do know is that you guys have just witnessed at Christmas Saturn leaving your 11th house. So what the heck does that mean? It means that for the last 2.5 years, you guys have been sifting through all the friends that you have, all the acquaintances that you have, and getting rid of the ones that are just no good, because that's what you found out over the last 2.5 years, that some of those people that you called friends, some of the people that you depended on or really trusted were actually really big, giant assholes. But now you know, Aquarius, now you know, and you have your asshole filter on from January 2018 that you're just not going to put up with that anymore. And it makes it easier because there are so many more names now that you can cross off from your Christmas card list. Easy. Life is easier now. Let them go, let them go, let them go. Da-da-da-da. They never really bothered me anyway. Maybe I should actually learn the words to that song. Ooh, so we've got the first card jumping out here. Oh, 2 cards. The first one is the King of Wands. I'm going to put them down here. Second one, the Magician. Nice. We're going to keep shuffling and keep talking until we have more cards and have a general overview, Aquarius. Here's what we know. When Saturn left your 11th house at Christmas, he entered your 12th house. Okay, so what does that mean? For the next 2.5 years, Aquarius, you are going to be really focused on dissolving everything that you know, dissolving the structure of your life. Everything you've built your life upon for the last 30 years, for you older Aquarians, or for the last couple of years for the younger Aquarians. Everything you've built your life upon is going to just dissolve quietly. Why? Because it needs to. Because it's old. It doesn't work for you anymore. We need the past to stay in the past. We're not going to bring any of that into your new, bright, shiny future. Aquarius, future. You are the future. And we need you right now, coming into the age of Aquarius. We need your guidance. We need you to be the ones who dissolve the old structures so that new structures can come into place. It's going to be a lot of work for you in the next 2.5 years in doing that. But we count on you because you are always a million steps ahead of the rest of us when it comes to things like this. So we appreciate the work you're going to be, another card here, the 7 of Swords. We do appreciate this, Aquarius, that you're going to be the forerunner, the pioneer in going into that dark space and letting everything just melt away before it can start again into the future and beyond, which is where you guys kind of live. You already live in the future and beyond. It's us that has to catch up with you. Yeah? Another card here. We have the Empress. Nice. So what else does that mean? There'll be a focus on dissolving your entire character too. Because we can't enter this new space as the old people. We've got to enter as brand new shiny people. Oh, another card. Death. This is coming up for so many of you guys. I think it came up for Libra, came up for somebody else too. Death. Not what you think it means. It's actually a really good thing. It's what we've been talking about, the death and dissolution and transformation of all the things from the past so that we don't carry any of that into our bright new frontier. There's a thing, you know, some people think that to be really strong, you have to be really rigid, you have to be really hard and durable and straight and tough. If you think of it like this, think of it like a mighty oak tree. The reason an oak tree is so strong and can last so long is not because that it's made of a solid material, but because it can bend to the wind. It can move whenever there's the bad winds blowing. It can roll with it. It can go with it. And that's what gives it its strength. And that's what's going to give you its strength. It's what you're going to have to rediscover in the next 2.5 years. To be strong, you must be fluid. To endure and to continue with a good solid foundation, you've got to be pliable. You've got to be willing to roll with it, baby. Oh, we have another card here. This is the 6 of Cups. A couple of more cards here. It's just there's so much to talk about. I mean, where do we begin? We have on January 1st a full moon in your 6th house, Aquarius. What does that mean? A total review of how you approach your day-to-day work-life tasks. Perhaps you've started a new business, or you're thinking of starting a new business, and your New Year's resolution is to streamline that and to give it solid structure, not to let it be so chaotic and to drain the energy out of you, to allow it the space that it requires without bleeding into the rest of your life. Because you don't want to become a workaholic, and you don't want to get too obsessed and over-focused on your work. You want to be able to do it and do it well and with passion, but without it becoming the only thing that you're thinking of. Yeah? And that's your New Year's resolution, to find that balance, to find how to streamline your daily habits so that you've got lots of space for your social life and for rediscovering these uncharted territories. I say rediscovering uncharted territories because Aquarius, nothing is ever really uncharted for you. You can go into a strange place and say, yeah, I've got this. I've already got this. I know this place. And people are saying, but how do you know this place? Nobody's ever been before. And you say, I'm Aquarius. We know this stuff. We know the stuff that we don't know how we know it. We don't know why we know it, but we know where we're at. We know what we're doing. It mightn't look like that from the outside, but we've got this. Right, so here we go. I was just wondering when the next card would come out because it's been a while, but now we've a bunch of them. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. We've got the Sun. I love it. We've got the 6 of Wands. Nice. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. And we've got a lovely card. We've got the 7 of Cups. We're going to pull one more card, keep shuffling, and then we'll have our general overview, Aquarius, of what's going on. So, yeah. New Year's resolutions might also include putting a better structure on your health and your exercise routines. Because, Aquarius, you guys know, you're so future-minded and you're so traveling all the time into new places of the mind, of the soul, of the imagination, that oftentimes Aquarians can neglect their bodies, and then suddenly they'll wake up and go, whoa, where did all this extra weight come from? How come I'm exhausted just by getting up from bed? Well, that's going to change. And I'd consider beginning, we have a last card, which is the 7 of Wands. I was just going to say, when you do begin to review your health regime for this January, consider doing exercises that are slow and fluid. It could be swimming, it could be Tai Chi, it could be something graceful like dance, possibly yoga, breathing exercises, meditation, something that challenges your body, but in a very soft and fluid way. It's all about being soft and fluid, Aquarius. Soft and fluid, soft and fluid. No more hard and sharp angles. We just want soft and fluid. So I'm just fixing the cards here so that we can bring the camera down and have a real proper look at what's happening. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Can we actually see anything? Moving them down, moving them down. Aquarius, so where do we begin? We begin with the King of Wands. Now look at this guy. He is sitting on his golden throne, the master of all that he surveys, with the wand in his hand, the magic wand. He is magic, he is fire, he is energy, he is passion, he is lust. Is that something that we need to be bringing back into our lives here, Aquarius? A bit of fire, passion and lust for life. Lust for life. Yeah, that's what we need, because we've got the magician here, the mercurial influence of Hermes. He is the great alchemist. And from January, from this month, he is indicating that he will take all the elements of your life, your love, your expression, creativity, passion, your mind, your body, and your soul, and he's going to melt all of those elements down and create something new. The cup, which contains all the potential for your new way of being. You're going to be transformed, Aquarius, but I mean, this isn't news for you. I could tell this to every other sign and they'll say, oh, I'm going to be transformed. But come on, we're entering the age of Aquarius. You guys know all about transformation. And as the alchemist, remember, he must take the hard elements, the heavy metals, the strong and sturdy components. And what'll he do? As we spoke about, he'll melt them down. They'll be dissolved. The old hard structures must be dissolved so that the alchemy can begin. I like it. So passion is involved here. This guy represents also a fiery character in your life, perhaps an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. These guys are full of passion. And there's a lot going on for them at the moment. Sagittarians have a brand new bag of passion going on. Leos have just come out of the shittiest 2.5 years of their life and they are ready to party. And Aries, oh my God, they have empires to build, mountains to climb, frontiers to explore, and they are just ready to go. And this is going to rub off on you. Maybe from the beginning of January, you're going to either be inspired by a fire sign or they're going to be the catalyst for this great alchemical change in you. Maybe it's their love that inspires you, because I think Aquarians have gone through a very dry period in the last couple of years when it comes to matters of the heart. They had a lot of stops and starts. A lot of people entered their life, but didn't really stick around for one reason or another. Probably because you weren't quite ready. You were ready to fall in love, but for one reason or another, the planets or whatever weren't in alignment, and the people that arrived on your doorstep, they just weren't for you. They weren't for you. And like I said, you left behind a bunch of people because they were fake. Lots of fake people. Now that's going to change, because fire is all about passion and authenticity. So you're going to feel that revival of passion. You're going to feel the flavor again of what it is to taste sincerity, to taste the flavor of the juicy realness of life. I like it. And what else? We're talking about fake friends, fair weather friends, backstabbers, liars, users, people who jumped on your back to basically ride into your new world with you. They didn't really care about you. They just liked where you were at. They liked what you did. And they just hopped on board and hitched a ride with you. And they're assholes for doing that. Absolute assholes. And you kind of knew it, but you didn't feel that you had all the information together to really judge them and to really say, why don't you go kiss my ass? Because you don't need these people in your life anymore. They backstabbed you, they betrayed you, and they didn't show you who they truly were. That was more to the point. You believed they were one thing and they were actually another thing. And that's not fair to do to an Aquarius, because Aquarians, they're not, you guys are smart. And you can see through bullshit even before it arrives. But yet you're also willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. Because there's also that big part of Aquarius which kind of judges everybody equally. So everybody is an equal asshole, but equally nice too. So you're prepared to give everybody the benefit of the doubt because you see all angles of them. But you have suffered a lot under a lot of not nice characters and people who thought they could pull one on you, who thought they could do you over. No, not anymore, because January is again reviving this new energy in you. You are not only the queen of your life or king of your life, you're the empress or the emperor, the one who's above all of them. And that is true for you, Aquarius. This is your time to shine because this is your energy, the age of Aquarius coming. You are sitting comfortably and you are grinning from ear to ear, laughing and saying, see all you assholes that try to do me over? I'm over it. I am so over it. You just make me laugh now. I'm just going to sit back and watch your show because you're just pathetic. You're just making me laugh. Thanks for the entertainment. Thanks for the distraction before my big work had to kick in. That's really what it was. You got the last laugh, Aquarius, because you're on top. You're ruling your world. This is your time. And they'll all try to come back and say, oh, but we're sorry, we didn't know. Yeah, but no, I'm sorry. You had your chance and you blew it. Moving on to this card, the one that causes a lot of fear in people when they see it, it's the death. It's not what people think. Death, literally for you, like this card, the alchemy card, before you can be transformed into the new you for the age of Aquarius, you must suffer this death. It's a psychological death. It's the death of all that you once knew. It's also leaving behind that which no longer serves your life. Yeah? Leaving it behind. Maybe there's a lot of habits that you'd formed over the last couple of years, perhaps even addictions as you find Saturn going into your 12th house. Were you addicted to doing things a certain way? Maybe addicted to certain types of lifestyles, certain belief systems. It's time to let them go, because no matter what we've thought the age of Aquarius is going to be, it's actually going to be nothing like anything we believed. It's going to be more. So even the belief systems that have kept you going up until now, even they have to go, because it's got to be a clean slate. You've got to emotionally and psychologically and spiritually surrender and die before you can move into the new place, because it's going to be like nothing. And I mean, Aquarians, you guys are great at being able to imagine and foresee what's coming, but even you aren't going to foresee the wonder that's on the way. And as you do let go, you're going to be thinking about the past. You're going to be thinking about your childhood. You're going to be thinking about all the happiness of your past and all the loves of your past. It's like a kind of nostalgia, like a review of your life, you know? taking the photo albums out, taking all the memories out and just going over them again and looking back on the memories. Wasn't that a Garth Brooks song? Looking back on the memories of the dance we shared beneath the stars above. Sorry for the singing, not quite up to scratch, but who cares? So that's a little review of your life before it's let go. So that will be happening for you in January. The great review before it goes. And then what? Then what the hell what? What the hell what? The great balancing act of your spirit, of your purpose, of your life's work. Can I balance everything in my life right now? There's so much going on. Money issues also. A lot of people entering into this new phase of human consciousness will start becoming more and more concerned about money. A great many people, and you're also guilty of it at times too, Aquarius, of feeling that, oh, there's more to life than money, and money is the root of all evil, blah, blah, blah. Sure, there's more to life than money, but it's also very, very, very important. And the time now is to have a review of your approach to money. Do you see it as a great evil, or do you realize and recognize that the value you put on money and your possessions actually directly reflects the value that you put on the things inside you too? As within, so without. As above, so below. Money and possessions and making a good, solid foundation for your future isn't an evil thing to do. It's wise, and it is part of your new spiritual journey, Aquarius. Can you balance it? Can you make that okay with yourself? Incorporating this new interest in making money? Can you do it? Yes, you can. And yes, you should. Because when you do, boom, look, the sun. The sun will be on you. The sun is all the energy saying, do it, do it. This is your purpose. This is your time. This is what you need to be focused on. This is where the light of success is shining on you in terms of money. Something that you probably never had to think so much about before is now the very thing which is giving you new direction and purpose. Go ahead, Aquarius. Make that money and make peace with your ability to make money. What else have we got going on? We know mid-January we have Venus and the Sun entering in Aquarius for you. Love yourself. Again, it's all shining on you right now. Love yourself and have fun loving yourself. Because we talked about getting rid of all those people that were no use for you, you do kind of find yourself a little bit at the moment on your own, or having a lot of me time or alone time to reflect upon all the people you've let go in the past and all the situations that you've walked away from, and use that time, because Venus and the Sun, here we have Venus also, I forgot to mention that she's Venus. Venus and the Sun are shining down upon you and saying, yeah, so you're a little bit alone at the moment, you haven't a clue where to go and what to do next, but we've got your back. We have you covered. Laugh. This is the thing I just keep hearing. Aquarius, don't take it so seriously. Laugh. Laugh more. Laugh at all of this, because it's a joke. It's a joke, and you're the one that has the punchline. You're the one that gets the joke. You are the one having the last laugh. What's going on then? We've got the Six of Wands, I beg your pardon. And he is saying, you're on a journey now, and you're going to begin to feel the success of what you're doing. You're going to feel that people are coming back to you and saying, oh my God, all the things that you said were going to happen, they're happening. All the things that you asked us to believe in, you were right. We didn't trust it. We didn't believe it. We weren't going along with what you were asking us to believe in, because you had ideals and beliefs and you passions about something. And people are now saying, you were right. And this is you going, yeah, I know I was right. I was right. There's a little element of smugness here, Aquarius. And you know what? You're allowed it. You're allowed to have that moment of saying, I was right. Damn sure I was right. Why didn't you listen? I'm laughing. I'm going to say something too. In terms of money, there's a lot of new money coming in and new money revolutions coming in terms of cryptocurrencies, in terms of how money is handled. And I think, Aquarius, you're in some way part of that revolution, and you're going to have a little moment of satisfaction this January when people say, you are right, money is changing, the system is changing. And you're going to get a little bit of a round of applause for being so right about that. Yay! There's your round of applause from me too. Well done. On January 31st, on the last day, we've a lunar eclipse in your 7th house. And these are the big questions you're going to ask. You're going to ask yourself, going forward into the future, am I showing people that I deserve to be loved enough in all my relationships? Do I let down my barriers enough to show people how loving I am so that I can attract the type of people who will reflect that back to me, who will love me back the same? Big questions at the end of the month, all about value, your worth, who are you, and most importantly, what do you bring to the table, Aquarius? If you've been having a bit of a drought or in your relationships, or meeting with assholes in your love life, then you're going to have to look at the end of the month in the solar eclipse as to why that's happening. Is it partially because you're only giving people enough to attract just that little bit? Here's a little bit of me, I'm going to leave you to work on that, and I'm expecting 100% from you, but I'm only going to give you a little bit? Well, maybe it's time to review that, because Aquarius, you do deserve love. You deserve everything. You deserve it all. So in order to have it all, you've got to be as passionate about your beliefs. You're passionate about your beliefs. You're passionate about the future. You're passionate about letting go of fake people. Can you now be as passionate about your love life, about bringing your passions to the table, like your first card said, the fire and the energy and the devotion and the wild lust? Can you bring that into all your relationships without fear, in order to get it back in return? Because what you give is really only what you'll get back. And we want you to have everything, Aquarius, okay? Your final outcome here, the big dreams. You're now saying in January, I can have it all. I really can. It's the first time in a long time that you're saying, I can have everything. I'm going to move the camera back up here so I can talk to you directly to your face. I need to talk to your face. Okay. You're saying, I can really have it all. If I just let it die, let it go, let go all the hurt of the past, all the bad habits that I've accumulated along the way, and all the kind of damage that was done to me. Don't carry it forward into your future relationships, because potentially you can have it all in your love. You can have a beautiful fairy tale relationship. You can have true love, baby. And I think that's where we're going. I think that's what's going to kick in for Aquarius, that rebirth of love. And then what? You're going to have to fight hard for it, though. You're going to have to fight for it when nobody else believes in it. Often, Aquarius, you have been guilty of closing down. The moment there's a problem, the moment somebody starts cooling off a bit, you go, you're getting cool with me? You don't know what cool is. I am the queen or king of cool. pull that shit on me and I will just go frozen solid on your ass. Maybe that's why I was singing the song from Frozen. Let it go, let it go. Because you don't want to be that ice maiden or ice king anymore. You don't want to be frozen. You want to be passionate. So the moment you see somebody closing down a little bit, fight for them. Fight for it. And if it doesn't work, okay, let it go. But fight. Fight for it. You've got to fight for your right to party. Or well, to fall in love. Fight. Put as much passion into your love life, into belief. Aquarius, that's nuts. I just got cut off there. About 20 minutes I've spent trying to fix the camera, trying to fix everything because of you. Why? Because Aquarius and technology, anytime I'm around you guys or talking to you guys, the phones go crazy, the alarms go off, the lights flash, the computers stop working. And that's what you've just done. I spent, like I said, 20 minutes trying to fix this, to finish your bloody reading. So what I was going to say, I had almost forgotten. For some of you guys, it's going to be your birthday month. So for January Aquarians, for your birthday, happy birthday to you, happy birthday. And it's going to be the best birthday ever because you're entering this whole new space. A whole new world, la la la, with possibilities. Aquarius, happy birthday to you, January birthday Aquarians, and have a wonderful, wonderful new year. A big kiss from me to you. Don't forget to subscribe and to come back next month to see the continuation of the saga. I love you guys. Talk to you next month. Bye.